Hello, welcome to this match of a rematch actually of Carleton Ravens Black versus Blizzkill, and yeah, this should be very interesting. It was very close last time, so we'll see how this goes this time. Looks like Carleton Ravens Black rolling out on a very standard comp. Meanwhile, the Roadhog and the Sombra and the Pharmacy coming out from Blizzkill. Gonna be very interesting to see how these match up. Ideally, Carleton Ravens Black should be trying to win the ground fight, but they are getting picked off. Very big value boot coming out there, building up a lot of spam there. You can see he almost has Barrage. Barcode could easily flip this with the Barrage. And he goes for it. It's massive. He gets two. That's a trade you want to take. As long as his team can finish out the fight. Although, yeah, the support's more frontlining there, and the rest of his team nowhere to be found. So it looks like, yeah, a combination of Barkboy and Smexy will clean up the rest of this fight. So looking at the ultimates here, we can see that, yeah, Carleton Ravens Black in a bit better position with that Supercharger and the Coalescence coming online, but Fartboy finds himself picked off, actually, very early. So Carleton Ravens Black forced to fall back and not hold that choke, which would be a better position with their more close-ranged Raleigh comp. So now, yeah, we see the Sigma Shield going up to try and prevent some of the poke there, but Smex gets hooked in and almost finished off. Sakanez frontlining as the Lucio there, not in a position where he wants to be. And again, this Pharah is just putting in so much damage onto Carleton Ravens Black. Combined with that, yeah, that's a very good value whole hog. Coming in and just clearing out Carleton Ravens Black from that encampment there. And it looks like it has flipped to Blizzkill now. Interesting, it looks like they're very slow to rotate to the choke to hold. Actually, no, they're going to be holding on point here, giving up space for Carleton Ravens Black to come in. Very interesting. So you see, yeah, Barcode here coming up on the Barrage. And EMP available, so be expecting an EMP Barrage to be coming in this fight. This will be very, very cramped in here, and it's a little too cramped. Looks like the Barrage cannot come in effectively, and yeah, the synergy between those ultimates just not there for Blizzkill at all. Although, yeah, mid-fight it does look like somehow... Wow, that is a very cheeky res. Is it followed up? Is it followed up? Wow, Blizzkill, amazing mid-fight synergy, but Smexy looking to turn this around. But I don't think he can do it. It's a pretty impossible task for just one Doomfist. Wow. That was quite a few ults, though, invested by Blizzkill there. The Roadhog ultimate, the Orisa ultimate, the EMP, the Barrage, even though he has, I think, literally every single ultimate, although he has mostly built up to the Barrage. Meanwhile, on the side of Carleton Ravens Black, almost, yeah, 4 ults online, including the, I mean, yeah, Orisa can combo with pretty much anything, including the Death Blossom there, but Smexy finds himself picked off. I believe that was off of a hook, too. The Roadhog finding a surprising amount of value to a Reaper. Big Barrage, although, yeah, the sound barrier came out there from Sakanez, denying it. And yeah, based off the deny of that Barrage, Carleton Ravens Black found the momentum they needed to flip the point into their favor. Okay, yeah. So that was, yeah, Supercharger used, yeah, quite a few ults used there as well, 3 ults, but at the same, actually no, that was only Barrage used by Blizzkill, so yeah, Carleton Ravens Black looking pretty good going into this fight with they have Flux online and no Lucio ult available to counter it. Oh, the Translocator probably didn't go as far as he would have liked, but it looks like Turbo finding the early pickoff there. Oh, the Doomfist wasn't able to punch off anyone, but Bellic finding the environmental kill on his counterpart. Unfortunate for Smexy Mex there. The ground ends a little before there. Again, yeah, in the mid fight, it looks like it favors Blizzkill here, and yeah, they will be cleaning up the rest of this as well. Yeah, this is last fight, so they're just dumping in EMP and everything in here. Does not matter. And that will be Blizzkill flipping this point. And yeah, I don't know if anyone will be able to get back. Yeah, Fart Boy just evaporates, and the ball's not on touch. Again, a very close round between these two teams. Yeah, Blizzkill bringing it back. They're showing Ravens Black that they have what it takes to win this series. After, yeah, the very close initial series, they relied pretty heavily on that Pharah. Found them a lot of value mid-fight, like pretty uncontested. So I wonder if Carleton Ravens Black will make any adaptations mid-map to see if they can deal with this. And if not, they might not be in for the greatest time. They look to be running the Mei here. It's decent on this point, not as strong as the Village, I believe, where it's more commonly run. But we can see how this will work out. Along with the Sombra coming out from Blizzkill, pretty unconventional in this meta, honestly. A lot of damage coming in from the Pharah. Halfway to his barrage already. Wow. Almost entirely as his barrage. Be expecting to see it come out any second here. As long as he gets enough healing. Red kind of just looking all around, trying to eat it. Very back and forth on here. Although the supports are out of position. The Mercy, very little help here. Should be taken out. Yeah. And that's the first fight in favor of Carleton Ravens Black. Interesting what the what the core was doing there with, I guess the tanks were taken out first there for Blizzkill. Left the supports out in the open, and at that point, yeah, the fight's definitely over. Looking into this next fight, we have not too many ults on the board. Definitely, yeah, both the support ults coming up for Blizzkill, they took a lot of damage that last fight. Oh, Smexy hacked, and Bellic very, very low. Interesting use of the Mei wall there, cutting off the spam, but it looks like the Pharah is getting quite a lot of value on the side of Blizzkill here. Oh, here's the barrage. Massive value from the barrage, and hits the direct after on the Lucio. Wow. Wow, the kill feed is all red right now. Wow. Blizzkill showing, yeah, the proficiency at that Pharah. And right now, Carleton Ravens Black is not equipped to deal with that Pharah. As we saw in previous matches, the Carleton Ravens varsity squad, not this junior varsity team, they opted to go with a McCree to counter an opposing Pharah, but in this case, no such adaptation has come out yet from the junior varsity squad, being Carleton Ravens Black. So much damage coming in, and completely uncontested. Oh, as I say that, of course, that's some very good tracking coming out from Becca there. Shut down that Mercy, and lowering what the Pharah can do itself. But massive Mei ult from Fartboy, and that, yeah, that combined with the Pharah not able to do as much with her pocket being destroyed, yeah, the Ravens retake control. So coming back into this, yeah, Blizzkill looked like, yeah, Supercharger and Flux, two very potent ults coming in. If they land a good Flux, it won't actually matter that much because the Sakinez does have that beat available. Possibly. It could honestly go either way. Yeah, okay, if a Halt comes in here, Smexy could get a ton of value. Here it is. Only gets the Orisa, unfortunate. Wow, pulled out of his punch. Great denial onto Smexy there. Wow, and Barcode lands a lot of value with Barrage, but Smexy and Becca coming in the back were able to get some value. Orisa very low, but that Fortify is an extremely strong ability. And yeah, Carleton Ravens Black just get out-sustained. Very, yeah, good coalescence coming in from, oh, I'm gonna butcher this, Kaki Chiara? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Blizzkill looking not great on the ultimate side, especially with that flux coming up from red. So they'll have to make sure to play appropriately spread. Speaking to that, Turbo did switch onto the ball here, and the Pharmacy, and the Sombra, so they really shouldn't be playing that together. The Flux does not catch that much, as one would expect. And yeah, Carleton Ravens Black dumping a lot of ults into this. Yeah, very value coalescence here. And I mean, it's last fight, so why not finish it off with the Blizzard? You're only going to have stragglers coming in now, so yeah, that'll lock it up. Carleton Ravens Black making this close. 1-1. Wow. Yeah, quite the showing from both teams here. Yeah. So much back and forth, tit and tat. It's really hard to call which way this is going to go. Oh, you almost got it, Smexy. Get it next time. Meanwhile, Barcode not going for any sort of basketball dunk. Kind of weird. Yeah. Okay, as we see the rollout, Ryan Zarya here actually from Blizzkill. Very interesting. I mean, it does excel at brawling on the point, but at the same time, they run a very real risk of being split off by the Mei, being run by Fartboy here. This could, unfortunate. That Mei wall is an amazing tool on this point, and especially against Ryan Zarya compositions. Oh, interesting counterpunch. Wow. What a pull. Yeah. Looks like on the back of, yeah, the Mei walls not exactly landing correctly, the composition not accomplishing its intended goal. And yeah, they just don't get the outcome they want from the fight. If the Mei can't land like a good wall, then the inherent value of the Reaper and the Doomfist can outshine it in the long run. Yeah. Especially on this point where running the wall is the entire point of the Mei. So looking at the ultimates now, yeah, an Earth Shatter going to be coming in possibly, but against double shields, if the Sigma knows it's coming, it's pretty hard to react. Oh. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, oh, this is going to be a tough one to land, yeah. Choosing whether to go aggressive or defensive. Yeah, probably better to go defensive with that one. Against the double shield, it is extremely hard to land a good, yeah, ultimate, especially if you're not running an Orisa to halt the enemies together. Wow, amazing shatter by Turbo. Finds massive value when they're still in the choke. They should probably be looking to punish them here. But instead he decides to charge back to point. And Contra dies off the back of that. So instead of pressing an advantage, yeah, it looks like Blizzkill has actually retreated back to the point and will be at a disadvantage in this upcoming fight as Contra returns back from spawn. Although he will be back pretty promptly. Oh wow, amazing block there. Denying the Doomfist value. Wow. But at the same time, an even better Mei ult. I don't know about that one, Chief. Probably could have saved that for the next push. Especially, yeah, since it's like one fight territory. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. That's fair enough. A swap coming in. Hadn't considered that angle. Yeah. Two very important ults coming up for Blizzkill. Both tank ults can be completely game-changing, and he has, yeah, Turbo has proven he can land these shatters against double shields. It'll be interesting to see what comes out. Okay, Mei wall burnt. This is a big opportunity for Turbo to land a shatter here. He just needs to walk past the shields. Big. He does land the shatter. Finds a lot of value. Gets 2 kills off the back of that, and they flip it because of that, yeah. This is going to be a very rushed contest from Carleton Ravens Black. I don't know. Oh, they're not swapping onto... No Wrecking Ball swap to get back faster. It's going to be Sakanez that has to try and touch. Yeah, Sakanez touches, but yeah, gives its life for it. And yeah, the impactful grab comes in. Yeah, this is not looking good for Carleton Ravens Black, and that's the map. And Blizzkill showing that they are out for blood here, taking this first map of this series. Oh, interesting. It wasn't one of Turbo's shatters. This did quite a lot of work. Oh, this was the, yeah, when you cleared them out of the room. Wow. Yeah, that is value if I've ever seen value out of a Roadhog ultimate. Wow. Sweet. Yeah, very, very close match here between these two teams. Yeah. Very exciting to see where this will go next. I believe, yeah, the first game was a 2-0 in favor of the Carleton Ravens Black. So now between these teams, it's overall 2-1 with Blizzkill leading 1-0 in this series. Yeah, could honestly go either way. And it looks like the next map that has been selected is King's Row. Or most people's favorite hybrid map, I would say. It's pretty safe. Yeah, interesting to see what they'll run out here. Yeah, Barcode really favoring that Pharah. As we saw earlier in the... oh, we're looking at some highlights right now. Yeah, a stellar block of the Doomfist punch by Fartboy there, using his ice block. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good plays coming out here from both teams. Yeah, as we saw earlier in the Carleton varsity match versus the name's escaping me right now, but versus the Crabbers. Yeah, versus the Crabbers. They were really reliant on Pharah as well, so it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, Carleton Ravens, like, if this does go to the third point, Pharah definitely drops off in effectiveness, and Carleton, yeah, the varsity squad didn't even have to swap off of Doomfist to counter the Pharah there. So it'll be interesting to see if, yeah, Barcode and Blizzkill gets punished for that.
Ready for battle.
Is it? No.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, rolling out here on defense. Interesting. Opening a Pharah on defense of King's Row. You really don't see this too much. And a Symmetra. It's a very unconventional defense here from Blizzkill. Carleton Ravens Black. I mean, that's the weakness of running an unconventional defense like this, is that if they have strats properly cooked up for this strat is pretty counterable. So they should be able to see this and, yeah, go back to spawn and swap. Or, you know, if they get an early pick off on the Symmetra, they can't just run right through them. Oh, interesting. But Barcode does find Bellic. Barcode finding a lot of value here with the Pharmacy Pocket. Smexy not exactly finding the value he was looking for. A lot of possible directs landing from Barcode, but the Sigma Shield is there to block them. And now the DPS of Carleton Ravens Black coming through and finding the picks they need to win this point. Interesting sound barrier there. I don't know if it was exactly needed, but yeah, maybe I think that might come back to bite Sakanez, as the Sigma ultimate from Turbo will be charging up in a relatively short time span. He'll need to have some pretty heroic efforts to charge up sound barrier in time for that. Also, yeah, pay attention to the ultimate charge of Electromag. He has double Bellic's ultimate charge on that supercharger, so yeah, that combined with a possible barrage from Barcode could mean the end of this push from, or at least stop the payload. Carleton Raven's Black. Okay, there's the combo. Oh, will we see a pull? We do see a pull. Sigma tries to block it on the ground, but doesn't exactly prevent the entire blast from going off. And it looks like Carleton Raven's Black still pretty handily in this. Oh, Mercy got stuck on the cart. Very unfortunate. And yeah, it looks like Carleton Raven's Black are set to win this in the neutral game, I would think. Or, ooh, quite a lot of value coming in from Barcode, actually. I think that single pick may have flipped this around. Yeah, Carleton Raven's Black forced to go back and do a soft reset. With their Orisa still in spawn right now. Yeah, right now, just Pharmacy hovering on top of the point. Interesting to see if they go for anything this fight. She'll probably build up to her barrage. This fight, the Reaper 1v1. Fartboy opts to take it. Ooh, interesting. Missing one, they still decide to go in. It's a pretty big barrage, but I don't know if it's enough to turn it around. That was some pretty damn good value. Yeah, and Pharah is grounded. Wow. Yeah, pretty impressive from Carleton, even being like one down and still managing to take that fight off of the Death Blossom from Fartboy. And now they've swapped off the Pharah onto the Doomfist. They're doing a very early Valkyrie here. Presumably they're going to swap off the Mercy and go on to something else. But I guess they do get value out of the Valkyrie, I guess, because it did support the Doomfist in some way. When getting that pick, a bit of an overextension there by Fartboy, not gonna lie. And yeah, coming in with the Coalescence there based off of, yeah, they're down one, not having Fartboy there kind of hurt them. Yeah, they wisely decide to capitalize upon that. That's actually a pretty smart play, using Coalescence there to, yeah, snowball, like, because Reaper gets back pretty fast, but being able to get, like, more successive kills off of that, just off of, like, very quick building ultimate, like Coalescence, and able to snowball that one pick into, like, a full, hard fight win. Coming in now, we do see that Red does have the Flux available, without a sound barrier to mirror it on the other side, as they are not running Lucio. This could be very big. The Reaper 1v1. Fartboy does get the better of his counterpart in Contra. Wow, a massive uppercut from Barcode. Will the pull be coming in? No, but it's not really needed. Ooh, wow, that is amazing. Holy shit. The unfortunate classic uppercut into the Reaper ult. It gets you every time. It's a lot harder to stand behind a shield when the when the Reaper is flying in the sky. Possibly, but then they take more spam. It's a trade-off. But the Reinhardt can't keep finding this insane amount of value against double shields. That's winning them so many fights. Okay, now we head over to Junkertown, presumably the final map in this series, if no tie occurs, which would be pretty unlikely, given that this is an escort map, where I don't know if I've ever seen an escort map tie before. Technically possible, but yeah. Yeah. It's a tough one. Traditionally, Widowmaker, very strong on this map, as well as other long-range damage heroes such as Hanzo, possibly Ashe with the Mercy Pocket. A lot of Orisa on here, yeah. Not so much Reinhardt with the wide open spaces, and as we can see here, they are not running any Reinhardt. Both teams locking the double shields, locking the horse and the toes. And yeah, interestingly enough, very interesting that they choose to go Mei on here. this map is very wide out and open. Maybe with a ton of space for off angles. If it is in their hero pool, snipers usually excel here, even in double shields. Sometimes. And the Pharah would be traditionally countered by like any sort of sniper long range hero if they did have it. Interesting. But yeah. Without running a sniper though, yeah, there's a lot of long range poke though that the Pharah can get here. And the Pharah will clean up, getting that crucial first pick off and forcing Carleton Ravens Black onto the low ground. Some, yeah, much less advantageous position than up front there. Again, look at the ultimate charge on Barcode. 70%, 80%. This man will not stop until he gets a fat barrage or dies. Yeah, so much ultimate charge. Although Smexy does manage to go deep and find the Orisa, but does get punished. And there's the barrage. Another thing about this being such a wide open map, it's pretty hard to get good barrages here. And yeah. Yeah. Wow. A lot of ultimates coming out. This is a very scrappy fight. Wow. And in the end, it looks like Blizzkill does come out on top using the Mei ult, Sigma ult, and Pharah ult. Showing us, Contra showing us his tracking skills there on the Mei. Doing a hurl-a-whirl. Yeah. Okay, so we see here not too many tank ults online for Carleton Ravens Black. They do have the Mei ult, which is very useful at forcing off point, but a massive conk comes off from Barcode. Someone did drop there. It was the Mei. Yeah, so Fartboy's going to have to find himself in an angle where he can actually use this Mei ult to get them off point. But another massive conk comes in. Wow. With the eat offline, he will be looking to use it. And that's some pretty massive value already. They should be looking to walk on the rest of the team. Pretty optimistic Death Blossom usage there from Smexy. I don't know if he needed that one. But in the end, the result is still the same. They do clean up the fight pretty well. The Pharah probably, yeah, does look to get out. Yeah, and now that they have been dislodged from this point, it's notoriously hard to get back in here onto this cart. Although Carleton Ravens Black not playing aggressively, letting them set back up on the cart. I would say not really playing to the strength of the Mei comp, where they can deny them entry. And Barcode comes in on an angle, probably hit himself on the Sigma shield there. Unfortunate, but he does find the value he needed to, and his team should be cleaning up this fight. Yeah. Yeah. If you trade 2 for 1 with Pharah, you're pretty happy. Yeah, so as we see here, quite a few ultimates online for Carleton Ravens Black, but yeah, no one's far enough up to recontest, so they have to let it go, unfortunately, for them. Yeah, there's nothing. Well, I guess they are coming up to a Flux and a Mei ult on the side of Blizzkill. Yeah, they could combo that pretty effectively, but it is pretty hard to get quite a lot of ultimate charge pretty fast with those 2 characters before the next engagement can happen. If Carleton Ravens Black decides to go aggressive with these support ults, as they look like they're doing, they could find massive value here before the ultimates are online for Blizzkill. Oh, the Moira. Oh, the Moira does get the Mercy. Ooh, the Mei ult does come online though. They still do have the Flux. Do they decide to commit the Flux? Probably not. Yeah, the tanks are the only ones left alive, yeah. And the Orisa die staggered. So coming back into this, they're going to have a Flux and a Coalescence on the side of Blizzkill. Some very effective ultimates, but there's pretty much going to be pretty much 6 ultimates on the side of Sea Ravens Black. Very optimistic beat. Very optimistic beat. Possibly a fat finger. Almost definitely a fat finger. But I like this. It's a pretty aggressive Mayfreeze from Fartboy. Unfortunately, his team is not there to follow up on it, and it goes to waste with only a single kill on the Sigma. And yeah, another very optimistic ult from Sea Ravens Black. I don't imagine Becca would be switching after that, so a lot of fat fingers on the side of Carleton Ravens Black today. That's an actual unlucky. So, yeah, possibly they could... I know the Hulk just came out, but yeah, Becca should probably be looking... Wait, sorry, Bellic and Smexy should be looking to combo here. The Meteor Strike with the Halt, but no Halt comes out with the Meteor Strike. Smexy looking for that low ground Pharah. Oh, gets frozen just before the punch goes off. That's unfortunate. But yeah, the Supercharger comes out, and a Supercharger is very hard to deal with if you can't kill it immediately, and that leads to Blizzkill setting a pretty blistering pace for this attack round. Yeah, Carleton Ravens Black needs to find a way to deal with this Pharah on this wide open map that is Junkertown, which historically, very good answer for that is Widow. Yeah, I will admit, a lot less effective into double shields if you're not specifically countering Pharah, but the good thing about being on the offense is you can pretty easily switch heroes. Yeah, so maybe, yeah, smart move would be to swap to something like Widowmaker or long-range damage hero to counter the Pharah. And, if they're not running the Pharah, you can just swap back to the meta composition. Ooh, interesting here, though. Instead of opting to counter the Pharah with the direct... Oh no, they do decide. Look at that. They do decide to go with the hit scan counter for Pharah. Because, yeah, they have been running the Pharah literally the whole series. I do like the setup they were on before, though, with the Bastion and the Pharah, though. Is a very potent combination, as seen from San Francisco Shock in the Overwatch League Grand Finals. Extreme damage coming from 2 sources. Pharmacy, very survivable if positioning correctly. Bastion, if not set up on the payload, is very hard to dislodge when you have Orisa on the payload as well. So they should be seeing the Pharah coming in. Right now, she's hiding behind the shields, probably pretty smartly. Fartboy actually goes back to swap onto the Pharah. Okay, yeah, I do like this composition, but he might be a little late to the fight. The Mercy very low on the side of Blizzkill. Unfortunately, they cannot capitalize, and yeah, I would say there, Fartboy probably just didn't get out fast enough on the Pharah there, instead opting to start on the Widow, so that let the opposing Pharah get into a position where she could very easily spam the flank of Junior Varsity, so the Carleton Ravens Black. They found massive value there. As I say that, Fartboy takes out his counter with everyone else very low on their side, on the side of a Blizzkill, and wow, that's a pretty clean kill feed. Again, yeah, off the back of Fartboy, a tale of ice and fire, hot and cold, and the second is kind of frontlining a bit. Should probably be playing a bit farther back there. But sometimes, you get caught up in the heat of the moment, a little aggressive. It happens to the best of us, including myself. Oh, wow. It's pretty good directs. Can he follow it up? Fartboy takes out his counterpart, but I don't know if that's the best trade in the world, because, yeah. Damn. Oh, wow, I value Deadeye. Wow. Smexy deciding it's his time to shine. Fart Boy wins one fight. Smexy decides he's going to win this fight for his team. Oh. Yeah, dodging those fire rockets is pretty hard when you're out of a booster pack. Yeah. Yeah, Fart Boy, luckily for him, the spawn's right there, so he'll be coming back pretty soon, but everyone should be here to take a fight. And the fight is being forced with the pull off the high ground. Let's see. Barcode has had very large barrages historically. Let's see if they engage with Bongos or Valkyrie or even Flux. It's going to be Ravens. Ravens engaging with Bongos, but the sound barrier does cancel out the Flux. Let's see. Wow. Yeah. And that is Blizzkill. Able, yeah, the Flux just too strong, even though, well, I guess the Flux was countered, but it does lock them into a certain position for a while, and yeah, that just lets the Pharah get into like a pretty great position where she, yeah, Barcode just putting down so much value right now for Blizzkill. Turbo trying to get the shoot on the rotate. Barcode looking for a barrage here. Oh, wow. Making sure not to kill himself. Very good. Contra finding value too. It's very skillful to be able to find value on Widowmaker against double shields in a very confined area like this where there's not too many off angles.
No one can hide from my sight.
I mean, yeah, there is the building, but yeah. Even taking that flank, yeah, it's a pretty big risk if the opposing pharmacy is expecting it. I mean, sorry, if like the Reaper's over there or something, yeah. Yeah, Reaper against Widow matchup in a close range is not one you want to be on the Widowmaker side of at all. So the rotating through here, Widow looking for the pickoff, does not find the pickoff. Flux coming out from Carleton Ravens Black, cannot find the follow-up there. Ooh, a bigger Flux coming out from Blizzkill, and they find the follow-up. The barrage, it's massive. Carleton Ravens Black looking a little stumped right now. Although they will, at this point, have a sound barrier that is unanswered by a Flux. So they could decide to use this sound barrier maybe aggressively and engage into a Fluxless Blizzkill. Especially with a Reaper that, yeah, they can really capitalize off of the aggressiveness displayed there. And turns out they didn't even need it. Smexy going for Deadeye. Oh, this is actually winnable for Blizzkill if Contra can find a few more picks.
No one can hide from my sight.
Not so winnable anymore. Yeah, regardless, at this point, Carleton Ravens Black will be having a lower time bank than Blizzkill on this map. Very interesting. As this is Escort, all they need to do is to finish the map in order to get another shot at attacking. Not necessarily finish with any time left, but of course that is what they would like. Right now, both sides of Superchargers probably going to be seeing a Bongo or... yeah, probably a Bongo, I'd imagine. Yeah, there you go. Barcode looking for another big barrage, but Bellic right there to answer back, killing two very quickly. Probably, yeah, off the back of Becca's Coalescence, which picks up another two. A Valkyrie from Kalia coming out of spawn. Okay, I think we got some fat fingers in this lobby, possibly. Oh, Smexy misses the flashbang. That's unfortunate. And it looks like Blizzkill is going to bring this back. Unless Carleton Ravens Black can pull something very fast. And yeah, that's a very large flux from Turbo. They are not, yeah, this is not going to be Carleton Ravens Black finishing the map with more than like 20 seconds left, if at all. Although right now, the ultimates are looking, they're looking pretty bleak across the board, except for Red, who's very close relatively to a flux. Carleton Ravens Black opting to go through the quick way to point, but they will take a lot of spam from the far on entry here. Turbo, I have to say, in a very good position here to spam them on entry. Although the trade has been made, the Widowmaker is low. Looks like Carleton Ravens Black will be clutching this fight out. Barcode unfortunately killing himself off the Sigma Shield, and that is Carleton Ravens Black managing to finish the map. Very impressive to be able to clutch that fight out even after losing one on the entry. There, Sakana is finding, I believe it was the Orisa. Yeah, able to flip that. Not too many teams be able to do that. Now we have the Carleton Ravens Black attacking. With a minute in their bank, they are looking to make this a full run through the map. How likely that will be is anyone's guess. Depends. Actually, looking on the other side, they are not running the Pharah for pretty much the first time on this map. It's going to be interesting to see how, yeah, Smexy should be making a pretty immediate swap off of McCree here once they realize they're not going to be running the Pharah. Yeah, although they will be, yeah, Blizzkill will be vulnerable to a Flux, possibly. With no Lucio on the field, they'll have to rely on Immortality Field, which is slightly less reliable and could be forced out earlier. Interesting. Yeah, Smexy does swap onto the Mei, which is the right call, but at this point, yeah, they have not found a good entry angle onto this Bastion so far. And are just taking a lot of fire. If you look at the Bastion's all charge right now, he basically has tank mode. That is going to be very tough to mount onto the payload. Okay, yeah, they're deciding to take this fight now. They know if they can get kills here that this is going to essentially end the map. Yeah, Red getting killed there, yeah, they are not coming back to touch. It is going to be a very, very desperate fight here, if you can even call it that, from Carleton Ravens. Smexy trying to mirror. Doesn't exactly go as planned. Unfortunate. This is going to be a very interesting attempt at a hold from Carleton Ravens Black here.
God, pause it.
Looks like we are paused.
Okay, we paused.
I was gonna say, one person walking in a straight line is one thing. 3 people walking in a straight line is.
Oh. Do we have to redo that attack round?
I can't believe it actually fucking happened. The fuck?
I mean, it's like, what are the rules of the tournament say about disconnecting in overtime?
You're doing a good job. Wait, is that live?
Yeah, we have some technical difficulties right now. Here are some highlights of the map so far. Yeah, Farboy is far out. Yeah, surprising amount of work on first there. Yeah, Turbo is showing some very big fluxes at the end of at this point and the end of their first attack on third point. It's very good. And joining me here we have President of TESPA Carleton, Pills.
Hello, great to be here. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, was feeling a bit lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I got you, man.
But yeah, let's see. We have some replays coming in. Honestly, throughout the day, both teams have been playing really well. But honestly, if I had to choose like a notable player,